Okay, so this just happened. A driving VW Jetta. So babe, this is the first time we've seen this car. Well, at least this is the first time this car has seen the sunlight.
Yep.
In probably about 10 months.
Yeah, right, 10 months. 143,000 miles. And it was a bitch setting the timing on it, setting the cam-to-cam timing. It was just so much trouble. You got to make sure you make your marks very thoroughly on the chain, or else you're just chasing your tail.
So what we do wrong then? Like when we put it all back together and it was throwing those cam codes, what did we do
The
wrong?
cam chain was not set right.
Right.
We had the I double check, triple check, quadruple, 5, 6, 7, 8 times checked top dead center. I checked the timing belt to see if the timing belt was in time. It was in time every single time at top dead center. So I was like, okay, timing chain has to be off. How many times did I try to set the timing chain? Oh my God, 7, 8, 9, 10 times or something like that. So finally I just had to get real anal about the whiteout and just mark everything so I knew exactly how many teeth to move, and I know exactly how many teeth it moved. You know? So.
But what did you do different this time? Just that?
What I did this time was I marked the sprocket teeth.
Yeah.
I marked the chain because I needed to move it one tooth, and I had to be absolutely sure when I pulled that cam chain tensioner up with the intake cam that I turned it one tooth, and then after I set it all back down, I looked at that sprocket and I looked at the chain, and I made sure, according to my marks, that I moved it one tooth, and that's the best that I could get it on time. And when you get it in time, you'll see that the notches on the cam gears are lined up with the pins on the chain, but the arrows on the cam caps won't line up with the notches. And the reason why I'm thinking that is because there's no oil pressure, so you can't go by the arrows, and that's what threw me off for a long time. You cannot go by the arrows. I just went this last time. I just said I'm gonna go with it. The notches are lined up with the pins on the chain, and it counted 16 pins, and they're lined up with the notches, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with it. I don't care about those arrows, forget those arrows, you know.
And did you have oil pressure at the time when you started it up? Like, how did you know at what point that everything was set right?
Well, I didn't. The only way I knew, before I started it, I tried to turn it over by hand, and we no longer felt compression coming out of the number one spark plug or the number one cylinder, and I think that's probably because we didn't have the valve cover seated down and everything tightened up and the hoses on. I think the compression was just escaping. So we put it all back together, and the way I could tell that I timed it out right is as I started it, looked at the codes, and that infamous code, that cam code, didn't come up. What was that cam code? 16040 or something like that?
Oh, I can't remember. Was it one cam code or was it two? I can't remember. I thought there was a couple or something.
There was that one cam code that was just kept coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And it was driving us nuts. Let me see.
Yeah, here we were thinking the timing was perfect, and we're like, well, crap, if it's perfect, why is it running like shit, basically?
Yeah. I'm trying to find
but
that code.
It's running good right now.
Yeah, it's running good right now.
I mean, you can hear it. It's running right now.
The thing that we're happy about is the
dirty.
code didn't come back. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you can hear it. I'll get the camera in under here. It's quiet. Hey, you changed out the tensioner too, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
When we put everything back, yeah.
The reason why we changed the tensioner out is because there was this really strong tapping sound, and I thought maybe it was the old cam chain tensioner, and turns out that it was the old cam chain tensioner. So we switched that out, and that's where I could retime it. But the code that kept coming back up, it was a camshaft position sensor range performance is 16725. And then last time we got a new code, which was 17748, camshaft position sensor, G40 engine speed sensor, G28 incorrect allocation.
Uh-huh.
But the one that just kept coming up, I think, was the 161. And let me make sure here. That was just killing us.
Oh yeah.
It was
many late nights.
It was many late nights. Let's see. Yep, the 16725 camshaft position sensor circuit range performance. That came up so many times after retiming that chain. It just kept coming back and back and back, and this is the first time that I started it, and it didn't come back. The only code that's coming up now is the 18032. I guess it has to do with the transmission control module. So people say to drive it and to clear the codes on the transmission control module. They said that that will throw the check engine light. So
Okay.
I'll check into that more.
All right. Awesome. Good news. Let's find out of a garage.
Yep.
We have space. Oh my gosh.
Finally.
Okay. We have
Let's take it
space.
for a drive.
Okay, take it for a drive. Man, it looks like crap. There's like kitty footprints all over it.
It does.
But who cares? Man, just can't believe that thing is working. Oh my gosh. We've never seen this thing drive ever since we brought it. Oh my gosh. Dang, I can't believe it. Whew. Alright, let's check out our garage, guys. Over here. And we have an empty garage. Oh my. This thing took up space in here for like, ever since we opened our dealership. I mean, it was sitting here day and night, and we just didn't have the time to fix it. As you can see, we need the space. We've got stuff everywhere. So this is an awesome day. My gosh, I feel like celebrating.